Hello again, welcome back to Screenworker Entertainment, and I think I may have found a hidden gem. A new anime, that is. There's not a lot on this anime, it's what you would say under the radar, and it's called The Fire Hunter. So right now there's only 3 episodes out on Crunchyroll, and I can already tell I am going to love this anime. The story is very unique, and the animation is even more unique. The animation is what really drew me in. I love how the characters are drawn, the faces, eyes, and the villains. They're called the Fire Fiends. Man, it really stands out, and it sets itself apart from other animes. The characters' faces is what I like so much. The detail they put into it, you can really tell. It almost brings a sadness to the world. It's kind of hard to explain, but it adds a level of melancholy to the world and its characters. It's almost like you're waiting for something bad to happen, so you're always on the edge of your seat. So since there's only 3 episodes out, I don't really have a ton of information about the show's story or plot lines and so on, but the gist of the show is fire is now humanity's enemy. Something has happened to fire where if a person gets close to fire, they just combust. They're gone. So the story is set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has been dwindling due to the fire and people combusting. To counter this, we have fire hunters. Hey, that's the name of the show. Which they fight beast-type monsters called fire fiends. So far in the first 3 episodes, we see a different type of fire fiend per episode. First, we see a bear, then we see an ape-looking fiend, and on the 3rd episode, we see the biggest and the baddest one thus far, a freaking dragon. It looks so badass, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna talk too much about the fiends because I don't really know too much about them yet, but they are just beautifully drawn. Just like the human characters, the fire fiends look just incredible. It brings a whole nother element of awe to this show, to this world. But from what I've seen thus far, the fire hunters, after defeating the fire fiend, they collect the blood. And while Toyoko, our main protagonist, gets on a train type vehicle they call a collection truck, we see the same yellow liquid that is collected from the fire fiends used as fuel in the collection truck. So it seems like they use a liquid from the fire fiends for fuel, and I'm sure they use it for other stuff too, but we just don't know yet. The reason why Toyoko is on the collection truck to begin with is she got a fire hunter killed in the forest at the opening of the show. So she's bringing the dog and the personal belongings of the fire hunter back to the capital and to his family. A little information on Toyoko's family: they're all passed away in a fire incident that also claimed a total of 19 lives in the village that she's from. So once something catches fire, it just like spreads like wildfire to one person, to another, and they all just combust. It's really messed up. The story jumps from one character to another in a Game of Thrones kind of way. I really like it. It goes to the capital where we see a little bit of what's going on there with the factories and how they're also killing people because some kind of diseases they're catching. Then we jump back to the collection truck and continue Taku's story, which is very nicely done. I really like how they switch from one to the other. Another thing I like to mention: sometimes when characters are talking to each other, we get like a comic book / manga point of view of each character talking. It works very well. Also, when we see fire fiends, they're all like black and they look all crazy. But whenever, like, it seems like once per episode, we also see them in like a very well drawn, colored version. It just looks so awesome. And really, the last thing I like to mention in this show, because I don't want to ruin too much since it's like brand new, is the music. It's so good. The music is so good. It really brings the whole show together. It really captures the atmosphere the show is really trying to project. I really can't just rave it. I can't rave about it enough. I know I'm only 3 episodes in, but it has a making of a really good show. It really does. I know this is a short and sweet type video. I'm not going to ruin too much of the show and speak into too much detail. I just really want to put some kind of spotlight on this anime because it really has the makings of a great story. and it would be just a crime for it to go unnoticed. You can watch this anime on Crunchyroll. I will do more of a detailed dive when most of the series is out or when the show finishes. Let me know in the comments what you think of this anime. Is it a hidden gem, kind of like what I think? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.